The crypto market is probably within 50 to 60% likelihood of what we calculate is going to have some sort of a market crash or a big correction. Now, you might be asking yourself, Jake, how do you know that? I'll show you that with recent data points in the last bull run, etc., and going forward. But if we look at the last month or so, we are chilling, but we are massively down since the previous all-time high. But this was due to some speculation. ETFs came in way too heavily. People are taking profits. There's a lot of people now getting liquidated that are using exchanges, that are using leverage trading, new guys, big whales, etc. But I want to promise you one thing by the end of this video. You will be financially more able to understand how the 2025 bull market plays. But if you are getting scared right now, and if you see titles like this, I'm not here to scare you. It's just like a warning. Although there's nothing 100% guaranteed. Bitcoin could rip to 100K in the next 2 months. But most likely, we're going to have some sort of even a bigger pullback to the 59 to 58K. We might even go a little bit lower, but that is the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'll break that down going forward. So don't let this title piss you off. This might not even happen, but it's just kind of what we see in the market. So here's what you do need to understand, and this will make you or break you in the market. There's a lot of new people coming into the market right now. A lot of people were buying the tops at 71K, and that doesn't go for Bitcoin, that goes for Ethereum, and it mostly goes for these meme coins that I'm going to display on the screen here. But unfortunately, most of these guys are trying to make money yesterday. If you have the 2025 mindset, all you need to do, just close this video down right now, and that does me a disservice because the video doesn't get pushed, but you just go away, you keep buying, etc., etc. But if you want to stick around and see where the market's going or where I think it could go, stick around. But a lot of guys are buying these coins. I'm not saying they're shit coins. Like, let's be honest, Solana did so well, and it's still up massively since it ran. I don't even know what these coins are. Chicken coin, Sonic the Go. It doesn't really matter, because if you look at AI coins and gaming coins, etc., and you just filter by the 7 days doing the worst, this will get you scared. Because imagine if you bought this coin, ERC20 or Duco, whatever, great projects or not. I'm not here to tell you guys what to invest in, but ERC20 is down 60% in a week. Imagine if you logged on your bank account, your Bank of Scotland, your Chase bank account, and you seen the dollar value. Let's say you had 100 grand in there, and you see it at 40K. You're immediately going to be panicking and start withdrawing that cash to put it under your mattress. That's probably never going to happen. Like, there's very few cases where banks actually close down. This is why even in cryptocurrency, you should have in the side bank accounts. Like, I have multiple bank accounts. In the UK, you're insured up to £85,000, which I think is like 105K USD. I have multiple of these bank accounts because, yes, I trust the bank, but I'm not here to just, like, anything's possible. We've seen what's happened. But the point here is, if you're buying these coins, nothing wrong with them, but if you're buying these coins trying to make money yesterday and you've seen the last week you're down 60%, 30%, 30%, you will be panicking. And this is a massive problem for new investors that don't understand bear and bull cycles of the 2025 October, September peak that we expect, somewhere around there. So just keep that in mind, guys. Do not be scared, even if these are your moonshot positions. Do not be scared to just sell these. If you put $1,000 in some of these picks and you're back at like $400, do not be scared to just keep hodling these strong. There's no point selling unless your conviction has changed. A lot of people's conviction changed in HBAR, QNT, Illumium coins that I like. That's fine. If your conviction's changed, but you're not buying another altcoin, you're just selling for cash just because you're scared, you've kind of lost the plot here, because you're here for 2025. So just understand that. Very, very scary right now. With Bitcoin, I'll say one thing as well, going on top of this. If Bitcoin does dump below the 60K, 55K mark, you are going to see 80% haircuts on some of these coins. And some of them will never, ever recover. But that's the choice you play if you're playing these lottery tickets. So I don't think we're anywhere near of the woods yet. And there could be one final shakeout. If you look at the previous runs, there's always been Bitcoin will just rip. But it's never as straightforward as this. You really need to zoom into these kind of dumps, especially in the 2017s run. There is so many little haircuts here, 50%, 40%. And again, if you look in your altcoins, 60%, 70%. But if they're strong altcoins, they do have a great bull run. So you have to understand that. If you are in these meme coins, some of these won't recover. But this is where you get to decide, as a man or as a woman, for the few percent of women, drop a comment if you're a woman here and you're hodling strong. Can only imagine it's very difficult if you are a woman and maybe you have a husband that doesn't believe in cryptocurrency and you're kind of wearing the shorts of the relationship. That can be very hard. I can just imagine. So this will decide if you get to change your life by the end of 2025. If you don't have a business and you're just having the goal of working your job 9 to 5, putting $500 to $1,000, and maybe you've been doing that since 2022. Maybe you've done that since the last bull run. You held it all the way down just like me. you are still in a great position to bring down your average cost entries, okay? So do not be selling out, going back to cash and losing all the hard work you've done for 2 years, maybe you've done it for 6 months. But I want to ask you the question, and just pause the video right now. How will you play this market if Bitcoin goes to sub 55K? Because right now, let's be honest, we're still chilling at 65K. You know, in the last 7 days, we went up. In the last 1 day, we're down 1%. It's fine, right? But it wasn't fine when Bitcoin was at 71K and this dumped to like 65, even 60K. Everybody was panicking. So what happens if we get another 10%, 20% haircut of Bitcoin, which I don't think is like too far-fetched. We've seen it happen in previous runs. You have to decide how you'll play this after 55K. But really what I mean by that is your altcoins, because these altcoins are going to go down 40, 50%. Even some of the strong coins, even I think if Bitcoin does go sub 55K, you're going to get coins like Solana sub $70, sub $60. And that is prices you wish you could have bought. But it's just such a different mentality when we have read past Solana of like $190 to $200. And you don't want to, like, you buy it there, but you don't want to buy it when it's $60, $70. It's the same fucking coin, bro. And that's even hard for me to admit. If I look at Render right now, and I should have been buying this at 50 cents. I bought it here, I even bought it near the top, etc. And I'm going to be buying this again anywhere sub $8, $7, $6, $5. But how would you feel if your Render coin was $4 or 50 cents again? Would you be buying it or would you be selling it? Now, a lot of you guys will just say, yeah, I'll be buying it, I'll be decent in. But I guarantee a lot of you guys won't actually pull through with that, and you'll start selling and you'll miss the next actual pump of these coins. Because there's two examples in these two strong coins. You're still going to get 50% haircuts on these solid altcoins if Bitcoin does go to 55, even 52K, whatever. Let alone your meme coins, smaller cap AIs. These are going to be down 80, 70%. And that is the opportunity of a lifetime, right? Because you get to accumulate more coins. The whole goal is to accumulate these coins to sell for the dollar value of a better 2025. But this is good if you know the game. But if you don't, you're going to be selling out and you're not going to doubt, or you're going to be doubting the 2025 4-year cycle plan. So again, this channel is really if you believe in this. If you don't believe in this, I don't really know how I can help you, because I believe in the 4-year cycle, and it's just been proven with every single other cycle. I can't predict the exact time and dates. Nobody can. If they try and do that, they're probably lying to you. So here's what we do know, and here's what recent articles are posting. Again, I don't want to go into it too much. There's a lot of like news where you can get lost in this, but what you can say is political turnover and concerns over the impact of AI in industry. So if you're like us and you believe in AI is going to be one of the next gems along with gaming, and I'll even say meme coins, but what big players, billionaire investors, Stanley Druckerman told CNBC, he runs a huge business and he's literally a billionaire, right? So you're not learning from me, you're learning from a billionaire that's way ahead of the game. So his firm cut positions in NVIDIA in March, believing that AI market boom could be overdone in the short term. And when this article came out, a lot of people, even like me, were like doubting their Render positions, doubting their AI coins, because this is more about stocks, but this transitions to cryptocurrency. And he said, running a family office, thinks further gains in the sector could take 4 to 5 years from now. That'll scare a lot of people, because if they're buying for the 2025 bull run, I don't believe in this, by the way, but if they're buying for the 2025 bull run and they go, well, the AI coins that we hold, 4 to 5 years, that's 2029, they're not going to explode. So I don't really want to be investing in these AI coins. Just take these articles with a grain of salt, right? I promise you, 99%, at least what I'm doing, is I'm all in on AI. So such comments fuel speculation that AI sector might be entering a bubble, negatively impacting on risk on assets, including cryptocurrencies. Now, this obviously caused investor discomfort, along with the rises increasing the global, blah. There's a lot of wars, etc. going on. The Middle East and Ukraine, the ongoing tension in recent creates fear and uncertainty that negatively impacts global risk on assets. And then this funnels down to cryptocurrency, because what happens after these billionaires put articles like this, whether they're trying to scare you or not, this guy can have his own opinion. I've got my own opinion. You probably have your own opinion when people ask you about cryptocurrency, and especially they're going to be asking about 2025, like, oh, you're so lucky. You bought into this. It's like, no, you're not lucky, brother. You did the hard work. You bought when there was fear. You went and worked your job. You picked up extra hour. Maybe you started the business and you went all in. So a lot of people are getting scared with AI coins because they're seeing big investors, billionaire business people talk about negativity on AI, saying it's like we're in a bubble, right? And that's, I don't want to say it's true. Like, let's be honest, ChatGPT and Render coins and all these other coins fucking exploded, brother. Like, the gains on these coins were astronomical, but I don't think the run's anywhere near yet, especially in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin will cool off probably in the next couple of months, and then we'll have a little run. But if you're not prepared for these assets to go down 50, 60%, again, you know, what are you in cryptocurrency for? So again, don't panic if you see articles like this. Stick to the plan. At least that's what I can only tell myself doing. I can't tell you to do, but you know, you have to decide if you want to do this. So then we had some more bad news. The SEC comments confirmed negatively stats on the crypto industry. So this guy, Gary Gensler, whether you like him or hate him, I'm not here to talk about politics or whatever, but he's always been negative and he's always trying to go, like, he's just trying to scrutinize cryptocurrency assets, and he really has prolonged this bull run. He especially did this one on XRP in the last one. So during the most recent interview, Gensler stated that most tokens are securities under law of the land, as interpreted by the US Supreme Court. In Gensler's view, investors are not required to disclose prior to being offered these assets. Now, according to the court filings on May 6th, the SEC issued a well notice of the popular trading platform Robinhood. So again, if you guys are in USA, you've maybe used it or maybe heard of it. Other crypto firms have also recently been targeted by the US guys. Regulations including Summary Wallet, Uniswap, and Conseil. The curb the industry in the US, blah, companies aiming to services. Pretty much what's going on here is Gary Gensler's having another fit. He's trying to just, he used to be all for, you know, cryptocurrency. Now he's just, I don't know what's happened. Maybe he's like the puppet man, and like the guys ahead of him, the guys that really control the market and the money, are saying, hey, you need to say this. And pretty much there's a lot of FUD going on with ETFs and like the overall impacts of the crypto market. FUD. So again, take this with a grain of salt. You guys all have your own destination on your journey. This is just a chance for me to keep working hard on my business. And if we get cheaper prices, to start filling them heavy. Because I'll be honest with you, I would love for markets to go down. It's very easy for me to say that. And I promise you, if I could wave a crystal ball, let's just pretend I had a crystal ball, and I promised you that prices were going to be way higher in 2025. If you already believe in the bull run of the next cycle, you already agree with that. But when you're in the war, when you're in the trenches and stuff is just not moving and it's going down, it can be very easy to sell at your position. So again, I just wanted to share these two kind of articles that I found on the web. You've probably heard of them, and if you haven't, just expect some more downward action. Like these dark ends, as they're going after Uniswap and they're going after DeFis, etc., etc. So just keep in mind, you know the end journey. That's the main point of this message. Now, before we dive into the next part of this video, and I really want to go over the market, etc., I need to give today's sponsor, an FX, a quick shout out. So these guys, if you haven't got enough exchanges, you might want to be doing this. So in the last bull run, we've seen Coinbase, we've seen Binance, we've seen top exchanges all go down. I think even Kraken went down. KuCoin was having some problems very recently. So not a plug here, but it's just like if you want another exchange, set up KYC with SimpleFX. They offer you a 5K deposit bonus. So again, come and check the website out, see if it suits you. If you don't have enough exchanges, you don't even have to deposit. But if you want to, you can get 5% cash back for like 30 days and that free 5K. These guys have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tesla. So they're pretty much a one-stop shop. A lot of exchanges out there, they don't let you trade Tesla. They don't let you trade oil, etc. So this could be your one-stop shop. And they're giving you that 5K deposit bonus. Again, even if you don't want to use them, it never hurts to open up a new exchange, because you never know, bear or bull markets, how much times exchanges go. And if it's your first rodeo, I promise you, they're going to be very more outages on Coinbase, etc. So they have a lot of volume. You can come and check this out for yourself on their website. And they have a lot of rewards. World 2022, the best app, the trading platform. They're pretty much legit as it comes for a platform. They have a lot of good stuff going on. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get up that bonus, because it never hurts to have multiple exchanges, plus getting you that 5K bonus if you want to trade. So the platform, very, very user-friendly. You can buy pretty much everything you want in them. KYC, if you need to use a VPN, you can do that. NordVPN, they're another sponsor of this channel. I'll probably have a link somewhere else below. But again, it never hurts to have multiple exchanges. Even if you don't want to use them, it's free to use, and you get that 5K bonus for the 30 days and your free fees going forward. So again, come and check them out if you want. I super appreciate these guys going forward. Sponsoring the channel, it helps me out. It helps provide these videos to pay the editor, etc. So great platform. I'll probably be doing more deals with these guys in the future. Won't hurt me if you just use the link in the description. It'll keep them a sponsor of the channel. And again, if you want to get that 5K bonus and trade pretty much everything, it is not going to hurt you to even do that for free. Now, here's the main catalyst of this video and why markets are going down. So liquidations, they're still here and they're wrecking people. So last month it was way, way higher. But if you look at the 1 hourly on people getting wrecked, and again, doesn't mean it's bad to use leverage, but if you don't know what you're doing, just stick to the DCA strategy. But a lot of people are using a lot of leverage, and this always happens. So you can see Binance here, a lot of leverages, 3 million long, 4 million short. That's all time, and that's pretty much 2 million on Binance and 2 million short. So again, people that are just speculating, trying to use 50x leverage, 100x leverage, there's nothing wrong with doing a less than 10x leverage for a long. But if you're trying to time the market and play catch up, I promise you, if you're not experienced, it's way, and that does me a disservice to tell you this, guys, because a lot of people make money off these exchanges. But if you just want to stick to your DCA plays, do not touch leverage. You just can be a DCA player and maybe do 1 to 3x leverage. But again, you can see in the market, everybody's getting liquidated. You can see at the current time they're recording, it's still chilling out. But look at this last month ago, like look at these longs, 320 million wrecked on longs, 50 million wrecked on shorts, and just day by day by day by day, people are just losing money and handing all the money to exchanges. Again, if you're playing this game and you're winning, keep playing. But if you're getting constantly wrecked using leverage, just look at this and just don't be touching this shit again, because I promise you, you will never ever win and you'll wreck your long-term hodl bags. You should only be doing this kind of stuff if you're an experienced trader. So I would be scared, but I've seen this time and time again in the cycle. So for me, the DCA player, the DeFi portfolio guy, this doesn't scare me. It actually is good for me, because if prices keep going down and people keep getting wrecked and wrecking their full fucking time incomes with their work that they're doing in their job and taking us back to cryptocurrency and just losing money, prices will obviously come down. But eventually, when the bull market kicks in, phase 2 to phase 3, we will see a retracement, and all the hard work you did for your hodl bags, you will be rewarded. So here's what I would do. If you're cautious and you literally don't know what to do right now, if you're thinking, should I buy, should I sell? Like so many people are messaging me on Instagram, or should I buy, should I sell? When's the low? Are we all off to the races yet? Buy red, sell green, brother. Easier said than done, but on a longer time frame, this is what I reckon you should do, and this is what I'm personally doing. 50% cash goes pretty much into the market at the end when I get paid, and then 50% save for more blood. So again, if Bitcoin drops to 55K, I'll look at QNT, I'll look at HBAR, I'll look at Render, I'll look at Illumium, and I'll look at maybe some other coins I'm interested in. And if they're massively down, and I know where the 2025 bull run is with some certainty, I start topping up those bags, because again, I'm buying the coins, I'm buying the QNT, I'm buying the Ethereum, I'm buying the Solana for a cheaper price today to sell for the dollar value tomorrow. You cannot lose if you do this for the 2025 play. You only use if you start using leverage, or you start swapping and you're just constantly rinsing and repeating in the bad way. So in the short term, we don't have any idea where the price will go. But in the long term, the reality of 2025, quick price prediction, might happen, might not, but I do believe Bitcoin hits 100K plus minimum. ETH will hit 8K plus. Your altcoins are going to shine. Your BNB is going to hit $1,000. Your Solana is probably going to hit 750 minimum. And the opportunities are there, brother. But you just have to weather the storm for now. You just have to come to CoinMarketCap. You look at what's cheap. You look at how much income you're making, and you say, okay, good bet, good bet, good bet. Look at your 2025 predictions. I can't give you them. And if it lines with this thing up here and you can weather the storm, you'll be absolutely fine. And if you can't, maybe cryptocurrency isn't for you. Peace, take care.